Hey guys, Rowan and Will. We don't have Michelle with us today, which is part of the reason why I'm starting this new, I'm going to say mini-series. Jack and Daxter just started or just released a new game. It's been a long time since they've had anything, so I figured why not go and play the old ones and see. Because of me being, is there no settings for, center screen, I've never really played the originals, so that's weird. You need to use the D-pad for this. So we're going to start this and, see how it goes. Like I said, I've never really gotten to play the originals since
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall.
Not so much Crash Bandicoot.
Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet.
I do apologize for the audio if you're getting double.
So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Okay, so we know that the main character is Jack. He's the guy in front. I don't know who the other kid is. Oh, there's some weird...
Continue your search for artifacts and eco.
So I'm pretty sure this kid out on PlayStation.
You know what to do.
Or maybe PlayStation 2? I don't
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due
The
time.
art definitely screams PlayStation 2 style. It's not as boxy as PlayStation, although that could also have to do with, I think this is an update of it.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the
creeps. If I remember correctly, you have Jack and Daxter. Jack and Daxter, the Precursor legend.
Huh? Stupid precursor junk.
God, I don't remember the other two.
Eek! What is that, dog? Ooh! It sure don't look friendly.
Time, and the third one is like evil.
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble!
Our main protagonist can speak. This is something that I always found weird. Like, I understand when Andrew was a kid. Okay. So
Man, that stung.
He's Daxter.
I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened!
Okay.
What?
You know, I'm confused though why. Like, I guess it started with like Zelda.
Okay, I'm fine.
Never, like, the main character not speaking. He's a ferret? Humanoid ferret thing, I guess.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right. And then
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man. Are you gonna keep yapping? Or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping because, in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Collect-a-thon, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt Precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Okay,
Well,
so
we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
You know, collect-a-thons, if you want to call it that. I don't remember it being a soul platformer like what's his face? Okay, so that's camera control.
You can't come back to the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on this island.
Banjo-Kazooie.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
That's a drum. Let's see. Okay, so square is health, obviously. Next is jump. Oh, yes. Attack. Triangle is like your... Oh, that's weird. So they reverse your camera control when you're doing your like zoom angle thingy. Okay. Is there a speed up button? Nope. That pulls up your hub. Okay, so we have a sneak mechanic. Okay, both. That's your so L1 and L2 and R2 pull up your hub. Yeah, I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, let's face it, this isn't as linear as Crash Bandicoot. It's giving me a lot of freedom to do what I would like. Okay, we have a double jump. That's fine. So these are
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
So these are going to be the collectible items to show you where to go on the tab.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-grab zoomer.
Okay. So that's what we're trading. So I'm guessing this is flying power orbs are what? Are like okay, so my guess is those are equivalent to stars, you know, again, classic 90s style, collective style.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air, and then dive down onto it, hands first.
What is that?
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Okay, so this is like
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Let's move too quickly. He hits into a wall and just bounces and he's like stunned. Okay, so I think that's going to be the exit portal. I do have to remember that jump and circle is an aerial attack. Jump and square is a ground attack. Come on, camera. Right, we're back in the age where the camera usually gets stuck on literally. Okay, before I go that way, I want to explore a little bit more here.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
All 7 right here. I guess that's for the okay, so they're red. Okay, wow. The amount of Mario.
Wow! That
This
last
reminds
scout
me
fly
of
had a
like
power
Mario
cell.
64.
I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
This one? Okay, so nothing down there. Oh, I have to hold that one. Okay. This video at this point is the only thing in the treasure chest is going to be helpful because if that's the case, like, I really don't think I'm going to try to do a 100% run on this. I'm definitely not getting all the trophies, I can tell you that. I am not a completionist when it comes to trophy hunting. But I will not lie, I will. And I fell off. Where the hell was it? But we'll see how many again, how old the game is, I'm not too sure. I just think we'll appreciate it a couple of camera controls and stuff.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Okay, so basically what I just had.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More loading clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
interesting. So, the collecting, laying around power orbs.
Blue Eco caused the door to open.
Oh, okay.
With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
Collecting the flies doesn't trigger a autosave, but doing the collecting any of the power orbs that are just like around.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one
these all the way up here
to increase your health.
Now they're like, oh yeah, no, that's your health. Jeez. No, I don't know if it's just the fact that the controls are very, like, the thumbstick controls are very soft, like very easy to lose control when you're running.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
What's the point of putting that little section there if you're not going to get the, okay, and there's a limited amount of those that we can collect. Each level probably has anywhere between 100, like, progression-wise. Oh no. Okay, you take full damage in this. Wait, how am I still alive? Interesting.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there.
Sorry, I'm multitasking.
No.
I'm trying to get some videos edited or rendered while
out of here.
Trying to record some more so I can have at least a small supply of videos for you guys. That is a creepy creature. What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to collect something. How do I get out of here? Probably through the door. Thank you, Jack. I know this has been a little bit of a shorter episode, I think. I honestly forgot to set a timer. We usually try to time ourselves for an hour.
Gotta get this heat shield working.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-grad Zoomer?
Next episode, I'll,
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Legends of the Forbidden Temple. Alright, guys, alright, almost done. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it here, just for this episode. I'm going to try and do, I don't know if this has levels like the old style games did, or if this is all just going to be one big open world. I highly, highly doubt it. I don't think he, like, when he's idling, he's kind of like, you know, impatiently, like, bouncing back and forth on his feet. Anyway, so next episode we'll probably do some work in the town, and we'll go from there. But till then, Roman will. Catch you later.